Hello, welcome back to ADHD Fabrication. If you're new here, we are turning this 1991 Honda Civic hatchback into a mid-engine rear-wheel drive Honda Civic hatchback powered by a 24-valve VR6 out of a Golf. The next step in this build is getting the 24-valve VR6 engine that we fully rebuilt in our last video back into the Golf that it came out of. Partially to break in engine parts, partially to reduce variables, and mostly so we can harvest every bit of the stock wiring harness out of the Golf donor car, since we will be utilizing all of it to make this 1991 Civic think it's a 2002 Golf. Before we can shove the VR6 back into the Mark IV, I need to prime the oil system as well as bolt on a few other miscellaneous odds and ends. I'm ready to hear this VR6 come back to life after years of it being blown up. Let's get to it. We ran into a big enough problem last night that we weren't able to even put the transmission on the engine. The problem that we have is that when I disassembled and I took this transmission off of this and the other engine block, technically, when I took it and all of this hardware apart the first time, this bearing
fell on the ground, and this spring stayed on that shaft right there. I inspected it. If you go back and you look at the video, as soon as I pull the transmission off of the engine, the bearing falls on the ground. I pick it up, I inspect it, I make sure the bearing feels okay. And when I looked at it, I specifically looked to make sure that nothing looked broken, and it didn't. So I set it down, I grabbed the spring, I looked at it, and I set it all in the transmission and put it away, and didn't think anything of it. My mistake with that was that I didn't understand how this slave cylinder was supposed to look. So this spring was not supposed to be out. And this bearing, if you know more than me, is supposed to be sitting, I don't know, somewhere about like that. So I hit almost an immediate roadblock yesterday, and luckily Napa was able to get me one next day, and I got myself a new slave cylinder. It's incredibly inconvenient, but you know, what can you do? Let's make some progress.
Monkey.
Never be defeated. Already won. Already won. Never be defeated. Already won.
Okay, it's time to throw this here battery in, crank on it, try to prime some fuel up to it, and see if she'll start, and try to break everything in. See what happens if I blip the throttle.
I mean, it does what you'd expect it to.
Just prime the fuel system a couple times. Try to get her started.
All right, there she is, all buttoned up and lurking in the shadows, ready to go in the back of this thing. We just need to tear out all of the wiring on that, which I've already actually begun doing. That should be our next video. This all went together pretty well. I'm really excited about this. This sounds amazing, and the more progress that we get on it, the more excited I am to fab it into the back of this thing. Like I said, I've already begun the process of stripping wires. I'm starting at the very back and stripping my way forward to where all the wires are out in the front, and I can pull all of it, and it'll be easy as pie. It'll be like it's meant to go in here. If you want to see more of this, please like and subscribe, do all that kind of stuff. It helps me in the algorithm. Go do something cool, build something cool, and remember, don't let your meat loaf.